I just finished a little game called Astral Ascent. And do you know what I did immediately? I went to YouTube to search for IGN and GameSpot's review, and I saw nothing. I said, oh well, let me search for a Skill Up or ACG review. Them dudes knows what's up, and yep, still nothing. I saw some reviews of the game, but this is unacceptable. We need to correct that. So here's Nerd Nation's review of the latest roguelike Astral Ascent, and we need to like, share, subscribe like crazy so that this video can get seen by the big reviewers. That's actually the only reason I'm doing this. The fact that I will get more subscribers and viewers is just an unlucky coincidence, but I can assure you, this little pixelated roguelike deserves to be celebrated for being the superb game that it is. I have a love-hate relationship with roguelites. When I fall in love with them, I do fall head over heels. Games like Hades, Dead Cells are just incredible, but sometimes they can make me pull my hair out. The genre has a delicate balance I always wanted to hit, and it is with how the runs to the bosses are organized. It needs to be short and sweet so that once you die, which let's be honest, will definitely happen, it shouldn't be another long ass walk back to the boss room. So let's talk about Astral Ascent. Astral Ascent is a 2D platformer roguelike game where you must defeat 12 mighty bosses. You can either play solo or with a friend. You have 4 unique heroes and you can create your own build thanks to dozens of original spells. Wrong, this doesn't even scratch the surface. I actually read that from Hibernian's website. Now, this is my definition of what Astral Ascent is. Astral Ascent is the beautiful pixelated 2D roguelike with anime inspirations made by Hibernian works where you get to control 4 distinct heroes with unique playstyles either in single player or co-op as you run through beautifully randomized stages where you get to battle 12 zodiac bosses with an emphasis on fast fluid combat and a deep layer of replayability. That's better. We need to talk about how beautiful the characters and the level hop with so much color. The art style is so cute and the transitions to some anime style cinematics really surprised me. The quality of the in-game cinematics for a game that has such a limited budget was really impressive. I was also surprised how much was put into the story. There can be some cringe dialogue here and there, but there is some lore building in there too, especially interactions between characters, and they can be so cute and wholesome when they say a little tidbit about themselves. It just added another layer to a really great game. Story is about a war that was fought by the master, and after winning, he took the strongest warriors, the zodiacs, and then made the world one big giant prison. So you get to play as Ayla, an assassin who wants to break out of the prison and defeat the master. Well, you probably came here for the gameplay, so let's talk about it. You take control of 4 heroes: Elam, my personal favorite, Kyrian, Haley, and Octave, either in single player or co-op, and you go through 5, I think I'll call them biomes, and each biome has 12 different levels that are randomized to keep the gameplay fresh. If I can somewhat Astral Ascent into 3 words, it is fast-paced, replayability, and choice. The game prides itself at getting you to each boss as fast as possible. This was such a welcome addition by the game. This was always my biggest issue with other roguelites, because after you get so deep into the run and die, it can be heartbreaking. I remember playing Returnal, great game by the way, but the trek back to the boss was always horrible once I died. I think I spent 30 minutes contemplating if I should play another game because I didn't want to go through that all over again. But you never feel that way in Astral Ascent because the game randomized stages makes you decide how you want to dictate your pathway to the boss. So you have a choice of random paths with random levels of difficulty. You can either choose fight rooms that give keys, and you can use these keys to open crates that give you more power, or you could go to stages that give you aura rewards that are passive buffs, or do you know what? You go to a stage that has gambits. This essentially acts as buffs for your spells, or you could be like me, be a chicken, go to a stage that has a lot of health pickup. The stages almost form basis for how you want to build your character. So do I want strength? Then I'll spend most of my time in the fight room so that I can in turn use keys to open crates. Or do I want survivability? At the beginning, you pretty much be going through stages randomly, but once the game clicks, you will find yourself actually planning your path to the boss. Let's go over to one of the best things about Astral Ascent, which is the combat. It is fast. like really fast. First, you will mash, trust me, you will mash, but with time, you start seeing how nuanced the combat feels. The game offers so much build choice. Starts with 3 spells you get to pick up, then you get to choose the elemental damage you want to attach to these spells. You get to pick up auras, which act as subtle buffs, and this is just the surface. Your basic and special attacks have specific upgrades they can get that alter the way they behave. By the time you get into the groove of your character, it will feel so specific to your playstyle, and they always stack up on crit chance and vulnerability. There are so many permutations in the game. There are also powerful upgrades that come from you being able to subjugate a zodiac. Each one comes with some buffs and a devastating attack. There are also echoes, like powerful allies with specific abilities either for defense or attack. It is a lot. I have not even scratched the surface with all the different gameplay permutations this game can offer. There are different spells, different upgrades for these spells, new zodiacs you can call upon since you just recently subjugated them, fight rooms that come with specific challenges for you to tackle and get specific rewards, trials in stages that come with specific buffs. I still get to see new things after replaying the game so many times. I really can't stress how much Astral Ascent has done so well with his combat. Adds an extra layer of replayability. Once you get to the final boss, the game introduces Path of Destiny that allows you to scale up the difficulty of the game per tier. This just sounds like, well, yes, the game is just making things harder. It doesn't just do that. It gives the new enemies all new sets of moves that changes how you approach them. It also makes going through all the Zodiac fights rewarding all over again because there are void catalysts that you can pick up which give permanent buffs in between run. If I'd had to say what my criticisms are, I would have hoped there were significant differences between the various difficulty level. I would also have wanted rewards to scale up with the Path of Destiny difficulty. Let all spells maybe start at level 4 or 5. And the last thing has to do with me personally and my bad luck. RNG has never been my friend. I don't know why RNG has never spiraled on me. I've never gotten a Gallahorn after killing Crota countless times. Never gotten War in Warframe despite killing the Stalker countless times. I like the randomness of Astral Ascent, but I would like a way to dictate some specific rewards, especially in spells. I usually like to make my reviews about the general feel of the game. I hardly go into in-depth gameplay features. Why? Because gaming is a gut thing to me. A game can have all the essential building blocks to be something great, but I'll just not connect with it. Astral Ascent is not one of those few games. I personally went on Twitter and found the developer and sent an attaboy to them because this game is fantastic. Look, I'm just a small YouTuber trying to fix the atrocity of all the major gaming publications not picking it up. So, IGN, I am offering my review for free. You can just simply re-upload it. Let's fix this game not getting the recognition it deserves. And do you know what? You have a little wiggle room before all the great games in 2024 start pouring out. You should do yourself a favor and please play this game. If you like what you see, please consider buying this game. And if you like what you heard, please like, share, and subscribe. Oh yeah, and Happy New Year, everyone. Eyes out. Peace.